Hey Ezra, I am back home. I'm done with finals. I'm through with the holidays, basically, and it's just nice to be back in a place that's familiar. First of all, it was great to see you on my birthday. I'm so happy you could come, and I hope your interview went well. Um, and then second of all, I am so sorry I'm so late, and my question will kind of be related to why, and I'm pretty sure you know why or have an idea of why. But I'll get to that later anyway. So I'm so sorry that I'm 2 or 3 weeks late, I guess. Anyway, we'll get right to the questions. So your question for me was, what was it? What is something you do when you're scared? What makes you feel better? Um, Basically what I do, like if I'm scared, what I'm really concerned, I should start here. What I'm really concerned about is like monsters under my bed. I know, I'm 19 years old. I'm still afraid that there is something under my bed that is going to reach out and just grab my ankle and I'm going to be dragged into oblivion. I'm concerned about this. So every time at night, I have to like shut off the lights and like have a flashlight with me or shut off the lights and take a flying leap into bed just so I don't get eaten by whatever's there. Um, so that's one thing I do. I leap into bed, or I use a flashlight, is number two. Number three is I cower under my blankets and wait for it to go away. And then, like, keep telling myself, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real. Just denial mode. Which is probably good in this case. Another thing I do is I probably do the same thing as you. I hug my stuffed animal. I don't have a taser under my pillow, but or any other weapon really. But yeah, that's probably the first thing I grab, just like something familiar and soft and nice and something that I know can't hurt me in the face of something that can, I guess. So yeah, that's my answer to your question. Mine, like I said, is related to why I am several weeks late. So, for the past few weeks, I've been preparing. I prepared for finals. They passed now. Um, just because, like, I haven't, even in high school, I didn't really have finals per se. So I wasn't really sure what I needed to do to prepare for any of that. It was completely new to me, which isn't good, I guess. So I was under the impression that I had 4 exams, and I was really stressing out about that. And then on top of that, work was unofficially bumping me up to a full time schedule, which as a college student or any kind of student, I can't handle that. So that was just like another kind of stress that I didn't need. So those two things together led to like, I don't know, I was like crying myself to sleep every night, and then I had to talk to someone about these problems every day, and I'm like Jack in particular, I had to talk to him a lot, and I'm sure he got bored of hearing about it, but yeah, it really did help to talk about that. So, my question for you is, what is? I don't even know if I'm like done with the story yet. I don't write scripts for these things. But anyway, my question for you is, what do you do in the face of a difficult situation that, like, makes you feel better, gets you through it? So, my case, what I do is I have to gather a lot of knowledge. I need to know what's happening. So for my tests, maybe within a week or two, I found out that I didn't have 3 of my classes I didn't have tests for, but I had 2 of them I had projects. 3 of them I had projects, and then 1 of them I had an actual test. So I knew that I had a lot. I knew that what kind of a workload that I had to do, and then also how I needed to figure out how to prepare for my psychology test, which incidentally didn't turn out to be as bad. I had a 2-hour testing period, and I was done in like half hour. So I don't know how to feel about that. I don't have my grades yet. And then for work, as for bumping me up to basically a full-time schedule, what I needed to do was like talk to my manager, and this goes with gathering as much information as possible. And then just kind of like self-evaluating and figuring out what I myself could handle. So that's one thing, gathering enough information. Another thing is just talking about it. So I talk to Jack about these things every night, and pretty much. And then whenever I could, I'd call my mom and just oftentimes cry over the phone. Just, I'm so stressed, I can't handle this. Oh, there's a kitty. So yeah, gather knowledge, talk about it a lot. I don't know, I think the third thing I do is just like acknowledge that something is difficult and that it's going to be hard and I just have to suck it up. So getting through my work schedule and actually working up the courage to talk to my boss, it was really difficult, and mostly because I wasn't sure how to respond, and I don't know how to go about asking. I didn't know how to go about asking people how I could approach this particular boss. I wasn't sure how tactful that would be of me. So, basically what has happened is I asked my boss if I could talk to him whenever he had a free moment, and he agreed to talk to me. So then I was able to define my last day. Just explain to him I don't think this is good for my mental health. I don't think this job is going to work out for me next semester, so this is probably going to be the end for me. And he understood this reasoning, and he took it very, very well, so I don't feel like I'm burning any bridges, which was the goal in the first place. So that's how I got through that situation, just like, I don't know, talking about it, gathering information, and then plowing through, just getting through it as fast as possible. So I would like to repeat the question, since this is getting to be a rather long video for once. What is something that you do in the face of a stressful situation? Or what are some things? It's up to you. So I think that's all I have for you right now. I should probably go get my laundry and maybe start folding that up or something like that. And then I gotta go to bed because I have to go to the dentist in the morning and maybe get burgers, perhaps. Probably not in Uptown, but somewhere. I've been told I'm being fed, so that'll be good. Excuse me. But yeah, I gotta go to the dentist in the morning, and then I gotta work until from noon to 8:30, which I don't know. I'm getting more used to it, but I'm not excited for it. I am really happy though that it'll be a lot easier though because I have an end date in mind. And that's another thing I do to get through things, is just like, I guess like settle the parameters. Like, this is when it's going to start. This is when it is going to end, and this is why some concerts or graduation ceremonies or whatever certain events are like really difficult for me to get through because I don't always have that information, if that makes any sense. So like I like anticipating what is coming. Yeah, this is about to be 9 minutes long, so I'm going to cut this off, and happy Christmas, and I suppose I'll see you through the interwebs Thursday, assuming we pick up this schedule again, now that school is out, for you at least. Yeah, so just let me know if something comes up. I don't really have anything to do until February 4th, so it's all up to you. Anyway, I'll talk to you next time. Bye!